From Jordan Thomas, who's the Amari Cooper on the defensive side we could trade a first for to save us the way Cooper saved the offense in 2018? I don't think there is. Like Aaron Donald, would have a massive impact on this team because you're really missing some interior defensive line help, but your safeties are not great. Your linebackers are mediocre. Your corners are not great either. You can't run on the football. That's what worries me the most, right? Is that Cowboys team, they missed the number one receiver. As of right now, you're missing multiple things on that defensive side. I don't know if there's a singular player that fixes everything for this Cowboys team. From Nick McLean, says, go get Josh Jackson from Green Bay. Sure, why not? It adds depth. It's another corner option for the Cowboys. You're clearly thin. Darryl Worley's not very good. Sure, why not bring him in? He's the guy who knows Mike McCarthy. Problems with this idea, though. As of entering this Week 4 match, which of course hasn't happened yet as we film this, he's not really been playing. He's played 7 snaps on defense. That's not good. That's not good at all. From my burner account, honestly, not a single guy on defense worth keeping. I get your feelings there. Here's your problem. If you already paid DeMarcus Lawrence, you paid Jaylon Smith, you just drafted Trevon Diggs early, and Neville Gallimore kind of wasn't even active this week. It's a whole different discussion. You might want to spend some money on Xavier Woods. So I get your points. Your best defensive players are your highest paid guys, and they're not very good. The defense sucks. It's a lot more than just a coach or a player thing, and that's concerning. From Scott Simpkins, I'm pissed. The defense so bad, I mean bad. How the heck does Dak go for 500 and it's his fault? Brought us back and the defense can't stop it first. Great question. We'll bring up Dak's stats here. If your quarterback, ladies and gentlemen, throws for 500 fucking yards and you lose, guess what? It's not the quarterback's fault. This is like trying to blame Tony Romo for when the defense lost that 51-50 game against the Denver Broncos. It ain't Dak's fault. Now, if you want more from Dak, it's rough. That means it's not his fault. All of them. So it's not the Cowboys. It's not Dak's fault. If you want more, I get that. To blame Dak, I just think completely misses the point. It's the defense's fault. That's the major problem. From Clayton Lockhart, Tom, I get the frustration, people wanting to fire Nolan. We'll get to that way in just a second. But let's face it. There's nothing any coach can do when the players are just mediocre and can't make a damn tackle. Yeah, look, it's not just the coaching staff, right? It's not just the players. It's a little bit of everything. So I understand the desire to try and fire Mike Nolan here. I don't think it's just Nolan's fault, but you lose Robert Quinn, you bring in Alton Smith. I think that's pretty even neutral thing here. You lose Byron Jones, that's clearly hurting you. So I get that many of you want to fire Mike Nolan, and we'll get to that weigh-in in just a second. But I get it. I'm kind of in agreement with it. The problem is firing Mike Nolan, as much as it feels good, probably doesn't fix your issues. And that's a concern. So you can get your votes in here. Type FN for Mike Nolan to fire him. I'm down with it, but we have to be aware it doesn't solve all of the problems for this Cowboys team. From Alakai Trimble, I don't mean to be the optimist, but LVE will be back and we could trade for a playmaker safety. Need a spark in FN for fire Nolan. I get it. Again, I don't think they're a player away. You're missing interior defensive line help because Tristan Hill and Tyrone Crawford are fine, I guess, but they're getting killed in the run game. 300 yards. That's a fucking joke. The secondary has made 0 plays all year long. You can't get off the field when you absolutely have to. So, yeah, you can make some changes. I don't know what else to expect. Now, we will keep you covered on everything around the Dallas Cowboys. The latest news, the rumors, all of that, the live watch parties. We'll have fun here. We will mourn together when the Cowboys struggle because that's what we do. We support each other amidst a very trying time. So if you want to join the #1 Cowboys YouTube channel out there, hit that big red button and subscribe today. Next up from Dominique Alston, I don't understand how people can blame Dak. Defense should not put the offense in that situation. Preaching to the choir. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, when you start the game 11 of 13 for like 172 and finish the game with 500 yards, it's not his fault. It's not his fault. It's not. He played great. Was he perfect? No. But blaming Dak for today's loss is exactly like blaming Tony Romo from that 59-50 whatever game against the Denver, or 51-50 game against the Denver Broncos. Dak did everything he could. He dragged his team into relevancy. If you don't have Dak Prescott, when the year ends, you might be a 3-win team. That's concerning. There's a lot of problems with this team. I got a lot of problems with this team. Dak Prescott ain't one. Gabe Flores, has Jaylon regressed, or did LVE and Lee cover his mistakes? I don't know. But this is not the Jaylon Smith we saw in 2018. He's been bad. He's been really bad. Really bad. I don't have the solution. I wish I did. I wish I did. I don't know what it is. But Jaylon can't cover. Odell Beckham runs a reverse for 50 yards. Aldon Smith has him dead to rights in the backfield and misses the tackle. I just don't know. I don't know what to do. I wish I had the answers for you guys. But when you allow 49 points and 300 on the ground, yards I should say, it's a soft defense. That's not going to get it done. It's not going to get it done. All right, from Troy Daniels, Tom, what are you willing to give up to get someone for the defense, and who would you go after? Ike, I don't know. I don't know who's available that actually fixes all the problems this defense has. Everything is bad right now. Everything is bad for this defense. So I wish I had just go sign for this player and it's fixed. I don't think that that's the case here. Like, I think you've got major problems across the board. Like, this Cowboys team has once again become the Tony Romo Cowboys, where people are hating on Dak, but the quarterback's actually pretty freaking good. It's the defense is bad. This might not be a one-year fix. I kind of hoped it was going to be. Maybe you shouldn't have let Byron Jones walk. That might have helped, but can't cover anything right now. It's a problem. Zeus C. This defense couldn't stop my grandma, SMH. I mean, yeah. This defense can't stop anyone right now. They're getting roasted. Like, everything is bad. And that's really concerning. Like, I am, if you can't tell, I'm kind of freaking out right now. Because the Browns was a winnable game at home. And they got destroyed on defense. If you can't stop the Browns, You can't stop the Falcons. If you can't stop the Seahawks, and not only that, this is the most points the Cowboys have allowed all year. It's not even getting better. It's getting worse. Like, they keep trending in the wrong direction. I don't know when things are going to change. And that's terrifying for me. So we're not going to have this discussion yet. But if you want to have the discussion around, hey, maybe it makes more sense to tank and move on from Dak Prescott because the team is so bad, you want to blow it up and maximize your quarterback, we can have that discussion. I'm down to have it. The problem is, and I've already seen people asking about it, this team is the same. I mean, you can get your votes in here. Who would you rather have? For Mike McCarthy or JG for Jason Garrett? Because it's the same right now. It's the exact same. And I don't know how to fix it. And that's really worrisome. Because if Garrett was the problem, but then you fired him and it didn't get better, maybe it's not McCarthy. Maybe it's not the head coach. Maybe you have to totally reset. And that's a terrifying thought process for me as a Cowboys fan. Ben Jr. Miramontes, trade Zeke for a first and a solid, strong safety or cornerback. I'll let you guys in on a secret. Then we'll get to Jordan's comment, or his super chat. Guess what? You ain't getting a starting secondary player and a first-round pick for Zeke. Because guess what? He's a running back. And those guys don't carry first-round pick value. You ain't getting all that for Zeke, I promise you. I wish you would, because it would make a good discussion for future for assets and all of that. But it's not it. Not it. So I don't know what to tell you there. You ain't getting all that for Zeke. I'm sorry. Alan Williams, everyone on this team needs to look themselves in the mirror. This is the most uninspired, unmotivated, pathetic team I have ever seen. You're not wrong. What's this team right now? They are 6 and 11, I think, in the last 17 games. Yeah, 6 and 11. That's bad. That's really bad. Like, they come out flat early in games. The defense, they're able to get some stops late, and then all of a sudden they kind of fall apart. Like, it's been really bad for this team. So, Alan, you've been great today. I appreciate all the super chats. Everyone else has done it as well. This is gross. It has been a very gross football team. I don't know what the solution is. I wish I did. Your offense is pretty darn good. You're going to be top 3 in points scored this year, and you're going to be 1-3. You can't have that. You cannot have that. Now, I did not bet on the Cowboys in this game because I thought better of it. Head over to chatsports.com/bet. The Cowboys, as bad as they've been, are still going to be the NFC East favorites, which is wild. So if you want to put some money on the Cowboys to bounce back, head over to chatsports.com/bet. Use that promo code Cowboys125 to get you a 125% deposit bonus. So you put down $50, they're going to give you an extra one, or put down $100, they're going to give you 125 for free. It's chatsports.com/bet. Jordan Wampler, then some more super chats coming in here. How safe is Mike Nolan's job? Should he be on the field making in-person adjustments with the team? Dak played great. I mean, I don't know what to expect with Mike Nolan. Like, maybe just move on. Like, the issue last year was the defense was too simple. Now it's too complicated. But the issue against Cleveland was you sucked against the run. So I don't know what to do. If you want to fire Mike Nolan, sure. But something has to change. This team is bad. This is the worst defense that I have ever seen in my entire life as a Cowboys fan. I'm turning 28 next month, and it's not even close. They suck. You could have a better defense letting Madden call your plays for you. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I wish I had the answer here. So, Cuba Cowboys, if you want to fire Mike Nolan, okay. Going back to last year's coach on defense, like, I don't know. I am at a loss for words here because this defense is bad on all three levels. Every week, it's something new. I don't know what to say. At this point, something's got to change. Maybe it's firing Mike Nolan. Maybe it's not. I just wish I knew what the answer was. All right, from my burner account, how much worse could Earl Thomas hurt the culture and chemistry now? Can't hurt too much more. At this point, you're probably at that panic mode of let's just make a change here and see what happens. Like, what's the worst case? Oh no, we suck again. They've been sucking. So yeah, you know what? Fine. Bring in Earl Thomas. See what happens. See if it makes a change. I at this point, you got to make some wholesale moves. Let's gamble. Got to make some changes here. From Nick Tappan, can we get back the NFC East being this feared division because it's become the laughingstock of the NFL? As of right now, and then I want to get to Eddie Joe's super chat to wrap things up here. I would prefer it if the NFC East sucked because that's how the Cowboys make the playoffs. Because if they were in the NFC West, not a chance in hell. But at 1-3, with the worst division in the NFL, you're still the betting favorites, which is insane. That's wild to think about. All right, Eddie Joe, and then I'm going to get to also Caleb super chat because they just keep coming in here. Tristan Hill didn't play much at all last year. So looking at a second-round rookie this year, he's doing okay. Yeah, I mean, like, Hill's not your problem. I would say that Tristan Hill gets some blame for not being a superstar, but expectations were off to begin with. Like, he's fine. He's probably not your problem, but I don't really know what else to expect out of Hill. In terms of, like, where I rank the issues, Hill's honestly not that high up on it. All right, I also want to shout out Mike for his $1 super chat. Thank you, Mike. You're the real MVP today. From Caleb, what position should we draft for every round of the draft this year? I mean, look, you can't peg yourself in to an individual position because that's how you reach on players. You would have missed out on CeeDee Lamb if you had. Overall, though, round 1, defense. Round 2, defense. Round 3, defense. Round 4, defense. Round 5, defense. Round 6, defense. Round 7, defense. All your comp picks, defense as well. So there are a lot of issues with this Cowboys team. Defense is chief among them. If you find a great offensive lineman, sure. Go ahead and get yourself an extra, option. But I don't think that, sorting yourself into a specific position, be it defensive line or, linebacker or safety, although maybe it should be safety, or cornerback or whatever, is going to pay off. But defense in general, yeah, I'd probably find a way to do defense. So that's my focus. In the near future, we'll do some draft talk. If you're really bad, maybe you consider trading Dak and going quarterback. But in general, I think defense is the main way to go on that one. Hey, Cowboys fans, thanks for watching the Cowboys Report. If you haven't already, click right here to subscribe to our channel for all the best Cowboys coverage on the internet. That's news, rumors, highlights, mailbags, film studies, and a whole lot more. And I'm making your lives a little bit easier as well with the next Cowboys Report video right here.